I can't believe we made it to the end. What's going on, YouTube? Wow, it has been a crazy, wild week. My brain is just gone after all these Eminem breakdowns and dissections doing this crazy conceptual album. And I can't believe we made it here to the end. If you are here as well, thank you so much for being here. It is time to finish this journey right here, right now. It's Eminem and Jelly Roll. Somebody save me.
Daddy? Daddy.
Get butt in here when she gets.
Come eat.
I'm so tired.
Just come eat.
May not be in there, man, I promise. Stop.
Well, then wake up.
Shut the door.
That was interesting because I heard I'm like so effing tired, but the way he said it, it almost sounded like he was like slightly slurring and he just can't get out of bed and the kid's trying to get him out of bed. Elena, sorry, is trying to get him out of bed. So I wonder, is he drunk there? Is he, what's going on? Because he doesn't sound fully right. Let's see where we go with this. Obviously the track is Somebody Save Me, and knowing Eminem's past, I can kind of surmise where this is going.
Shut the door.
Somebody save me from myself.
Wow.
I've been so long living in hell.
Another pill as I start the spiral. Message to my daughters, I don't even deserve the father title. Haley, I'm so sorry, I know I wasn't there for your first guitar recital. Didn't walk you down the aisle. Missed the birth of your first child. Your first podcast, looking down. Sweetie, I'm so proud of how you turned out. Sorry that I chose drugs and put them above you. Sorry that I didn't love you enough to give them up how to fuck to. And I love you more than a pill looking up to the ceiling from this floor under wheel. Somebody save me.
A lot just happened in a very short amount of time. This feels like temporary. Like you have the foreshadowing and then it just overwhelmingly hits. First and foremost, shout out to Jelly Roll. Incredible voice. But we did a breakdown of Save Me. And this is the hook from Save Me. I wonder if this is the track that Eminem heard, because this is the track that really blew Jelly up. And maybe this is how we found him. Much in the same way, remember when Eminem took Aerosmith's vocals for Sing for the Moment? You know, previously recorded vocal. I wonder if this was previously recorded and they just took that sample, because the first mix sounds like it's like sort of drowned down, almost like it's coming through a megaphone the way it's been filtered past. But then the second one here sounds more normalized. So I wonder if Jelly re-recorded this for the album and gave Eminem a fresh one, or if they just sent the stems over and they went from there. Anyways, a lot going on. Remember when I talked about the slurring? Now it gets explained. But there's some key bars and lines in this verse that Eminem sets up, suggesting that he still is having addiction and problems, which I don't know if that makes sense because he's clean and he's sober. It was later on. Hang on. Love that heavy percussive kick. Eminem's a big fan of when you get some of these like really big singers, like Pink comes to mind, Skylar as well, Rihanna too. Super heavy kind of percussion to match just like the power chords that they bring and that they're capable of to the table before he kicks in. And he always kind of comes with a little bit more of an aggressive delivery to sort of hang with them and just not to lose that energy.
As I start the spiral. Message to my daughters, I don't even deserve.
Spiral, message to my daughters. That ends the bar. I don't starts the next line, but the way he sets that up, spiral, I don't, just fits it into the rhyme scheme. Again, he can story tell. He can stick to a theme and he can still not lose his rhyming schemes throughout, which I think is a great talent as an MC that he always brings to the table.
Another pill as I start the spiral. Message to my daughters, I don't even deserve the father title. Haley, I'm so sorry, I know I wasn't there for your first guitar recital. Didn't walk you down the aisle, missed the birth.
See, guitar recital, that would make sense if Eminem was going through relapse days, but walking down the aisle, hasn't he talked about this before? I feel like Eminem has not missed that because that would be more recent. And is Haley married?
No, I wasn't there for your first guitar recital. Didn't walk you down the aisle, missed the birth of your first child, your first podcast.
I don't think she is married. But anyways, first podcast. No, Eminem was there for that.
Looking down, sweetie, I'm so...
There's the key, looking down. So this suggests that Eminem is dead, much in the same way we got that letter for like when I'm gone, essentially. And in the future, play this song. This is my message. In this case, Eminem is actually dead. And now we're speaking from a different sense in time and a different perspective, because it sounds to me like he's looking down. He's missed all of these things. He is no longer here. You know, you don't look down from just your house or wherever you are. You look down from heaven, that's saying. So that's a key line for me.
The birth of your first child.
And then birth of the first child. No, she hasn't been pregnant. She hasn't had a kid yet. So this is definitely well in the future.
First podcast, looking down, sweetie. I'm so proud of how you turned out. Sorry that I chose drugs and put them above.
Whoo! You hear just that little hum from Jelly Roll, right? Just beautiful, but it sounds like it's slightly distorted, the way that it's like running through the amps on the side. And again, I wonder if these are like ad-libs that Jelly had on his track that he sent over, or if he's re-recorded new fresh stuff for M. But I love how they're incorporating just these little sounds into the mix, right? Just to add a little bit more synergy to it.
Sorry that I didn't love
You hear the whoo just way off to the side there.
you enough to give them up how to fuck to. And I love you more than a pill looking up to the ceiling from this floor under will. Somebody's
Looking up to the ceiling from this floor, because now he's collapsed. I wonder if this is the what if. What if he did die when he had, you know, his crash and he was seconds from death and they rushed him to the hospital and he was saved.
more than a
This feels like that what if track, right? Because if you don't love your kids enough, and that is hard because addiction is such a complicated, hard thing to get over. And unfortunately, a lot of people do lose their battle with addiction. And this is going to start hitting me heavy the more I think about it. You know, to my cousin who died from a fentanyl overdose and addiction. It's not like he didn't love his family and didn't want to be here. You know, one bad batch that was laced. He was trying to get on the right path, and fuck, that was it, man.
pill looking up to the ceiling from this floor under will. Somebody save me from myself. I spent so long living in hell.
Is that like a church organ, just like way down in the mix? It sounds like it. Take us to church, Sheldon.
They say my lifestyle is bad for my health. It's the only thing that seems to help. Elena, sorry that you had to hear me fall in the bathroom. Sorry that I missed you graduate. Nate, I should just congratulate you on being a dad too.
Can't help himself with those rhyme schemes. Graduate, W-A-I-T. Wait a second versus literally graduating to graduate. Smooth flip there.
Elena, sorry that you had to hear me fall in the bathroom. Sorry that I missed you graduate. Nate, I should just congratulate you on being a dad too. Carter and Liam, look at you. Little bro, sorry I left you. Sorry that I'll never get to hold or hug my little nephews. Stevie, I'm sorry I missed you. Grow up and I didn't get to be the dad I wanted to be to you. Things I wanted to see you do. This is my song from me to you. Sorry I gave up, but I'm just so defeated. God, what the fuck you want me to do? Somebody save me.
That last line, God, what the fuck you want me to do? You could just hear that angst and that aggression. And yeah, it's all coming around now. Eminem is no longer here, and he's given in to his addiction. And he didn't win that battle. And this is like an alternate universe, isn't it? In terms of parallels. And he's done this before. He's had similar lines of thinking to his tracks and themes on a rose, isn't it? Castle and Rose that we broke down.
Things I wanted to see you do.
And obviously he shouts out Nate, who's his half-brother, his nephews, who he doesn't really mention a lot, Elena, who he adopted, and Stevie, who he adopted. And I found out, which is interesting, you know, we had all these transgender lines. Well, Stevie is transgender. So again, it's Eminem throwing shots, just embracing Shady, but it's so true. The lines that he had, you know, like, if I'm such this horrible person, a womanizer and transphobic, then why have I raised my family? Why do they love me? Why do I value these things? You know, it's art versus reality. And a lot of us sometimes take art and we just confuse it and bend it into the reality of the artist, when art is our expression and our outlet and our way to get rid of these emotions so that we don't carry them into our real life and project them in the wrong ways.
Hold or hug my little nephews. Stevie, I'm sorry I missed you. Grow up and I didn't get to be the dad I wanted to be to you. Things I wanted to see you do. This is my song from me to you. Sorry I gave up, but I'm just so defeated. God, what the fuck you want me to do? Somebody save me.
Man.
Me from myself. I spent so long living in staring at the video.
And the thing is, Jelly Roll has dealt with addiction. And he writes about it in this song and other songs. He's even, fought against fentanyl and raising awareness in Congress, which really means a lot to me. And again, I can't help but keep making these parallels to my cousin. And this feels like a song for him, who is literally no longer here and who has passed away. And I don't know where I'm sat here and I'm supposed to break things down and process them like this, and talk. But sometimes emotions are just overwhelming and it's too complicated to, get it all out in a succinct way for you guys to comprehend and break down what I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man. Like, it's another one of those songs, isn't it?
It's bad for my health.
But Eminem has that addiction that he dealt with and fought through, and Jelly did too, and you can see that connection between the two, and it's only fitting that Jelly is on this track.
It's the only thing that seems to help. I've been staring at the video of Haley almost daily, of her playing the guitar in hopes maybe that'll give me the power to fight. But the addict in me's a coward. He told me that I can't do it.
The video of Haley playing the guitar, which is interesting because he mentions in the first verse about missing the guitar recital. So that's the regret now, that he has to watch it on the screen instead of seeing it in person. That's a great connection to what he did in the first verse.
Give me the power to fight, but the addict in me's a coward. He told me that I can't do it. Had a second chance, blew it. It's like I'm stuck inside an alternate reality, but I know I'll turn it around and be able to walk.
Alternate reality, but I will turn it around. Just that word flip was crazy. But like I said, it's like an alternate reality. It's like I'm stuck in one, but literally he is. He kind of breaks the fourth wall here as he muses about it. He literally did it through the theme of this track.
Inside an alternate reality, but I know I'll turn it around and be able to walk.
Alternate, you hear just right there the percussive kicks that kind of hit with that alternate around. Love that.
I'm stuck inside an alternate reality, but I know I'll turn it around and be able to walk her in.
And what's interesting is, again, there's that distorted whoo just off to the side, but like you have this beautiful piano and the strings build yet again on this track, but because the percussion has that tension to it, and then you have that distortion, you just have these little moments of production, and his style of delivery, it just adds that sort of edge and angst to the song, to a very thoughtful melodic track.
Alternate reality, but I know I'll turn it around and be able to walk her in Laney one day to the altar as proud as can be. Right now I'm just weak as I fall further down in this deep, holding farther in the ground that I sink as they lower me in my coffin. I feel the tears all falling down on my cheek.
Wow. Father. He's a father versus farther into the ground. And right there, those lines about tears coming down his eyes as he's being lowered into the coffin. Wow, that's heavy, man.
Feel the tears all falling down on my.
Hang on, one more time.
Can be. Right now I'm just weak as I fall further down in this deep, holding farther in the ground that I sink as they lower me in my coffin.
Further down as I sink deep, da 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 da. And right there, like the harder hit is on the E rhymes. I just love, again, it's like a drummer's percussion. His flow patterns and pockets, man, are incredible.
Further down in this deep, holding farther in the ground that I sink as they lower me in my coffin. I feel the tears all falling down on my cheek.
I'm a long call. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life is shattered, my hopes and my dreams. I'm a long call. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life is shattered, my hopes and my dreams.
Wow. And that's the song we ended on. I tell you what, I want to dedicate this video to my cousin. Rest in peace. You know, if you're struggling with addiction, if you're going through it, if you feel like a lost cause, please know that it's never truly over. Please don't give up that fight. You do more damage leaving this earth than by staying here. You know, you are cared for. You are loved. You know, there is help out there if you need it, and there are people who want to help. I know you don't want to burden yourself on others and place that responsibility on others, but we're all human. And we all can't overcome this journey alone, because life fucking sucks, man. Life will hit you when it's down. It'll hit you and hit you and hit you, like it's been hitting me so much this past year. But you don't give up. You keep fighting and you keep going. What a powerful message from Eminem. And again, love the concept and the theme. It feels like these last few tracks, we're getting very creative now with the themes. And this is the mature Eminem that's coming out now. It's no more of those like tongue-in-cheek, shady, oh, look what I can get away with. No, this is that mature Eminem who's gotten better and learned and appreciated over time with age, and is now giving us that wisdom, the way in which he reflects, making these more thoughtful, emotional, touching songs. And I think it's really interesting that this is the track that we end the album on, because this is the final message that he wants to leave us with. And for me, it's significant because we start off and we progress, and Shady's there, and then he kills Shady. And then the tracks that he releases after that are more Eminem. And this is the tone setter right here to walk away into the sunset on, because what is more important than family? And I think he realizes too the destructive nature of Shady, because Shady is also connected with his addiction. And that's why he refers to Shady and that addiction and relapse in those days. And people wanted to see that edge and that Eminem. And I think all the pressure and the controversy and then losing proof and everything that he went through, it got to him. And the drug addiction became too much. And I think this new, clean, sober M recognizes the value of family, the value of those who he loves. And that's why ultimately he sheds the skin of Shady and overcomes it, because he realizes the true value and the true message that he wants to impart. And that's a hell of a concept album. And I can't wait to sit here on a live stream and listen all the way through all the songs and the skits tomorrow, break it down. I'm also aware of the reverse theory, so we'll talk about that. But in the meantime, thank you guys for joining me on this journey. This has been exhausting. This has been mentally taxing, but it's been so enjoyable. I can't believe we got through this. Eminem, you were Knox certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. List for some reason you're here at the end. If you've made it through all this with me, please do me a favor. Subscribe, notifications on. Really, really does go a long way. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay positive. It's my Knox. You know I'll catch you again.